Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Meeple Marathon. Today, we are hopefully going to be bringing our Sleeping Gods campaign to a conclusion. We are in what I believe to be the kind of final 6 days of our campaign based on the event deck. And we have actually come across what I would consider to be an incredibly important area of the book. And what's crazy is that this is part of the expansion. But this whole epic battle between Rotold and one of the gods that supposedly is happening or happened here in this island, and we're going to be venturing around trying to pick up artifacts to take to there that'll help us view history as it happened or something like that. This feels like probably one of the most pivotal events of Wandering Seas lore, and we're going to try and witness this. It seems like a very, very excellent way to finish up the campaign. So let's go ahead and get started. So we just got done exploring here. I'm not ready to take a market action in case I want to get back. I think I'm going to steam back around this way, go to port, and then come back around here. I'm not sure if 54 or R5 is where I need to be. R5 seems more likely because it's open to this, and this looks like where the battlefield was. I'm not really sure what R54 is going on over here, and I'd love to avoid this. So that's going to kind of be our plan of action as we go on here. So let's see what we want to do. I have my people pretty well kind of tricked out right now. I could give Laurent even one of these. Restore 2 health, restore 2 health. Yeah, I don't know how much savvy I'm going to need, so let's just start our day here. Between the two videos, for those of you who have been really paying attention and following very acutely, you'll notice that some people have been healed up and refatigued. Between the videos, or technically at the end of my last turn, I used a recipe and my Eclipse Crystal Pendant, and just kind of cleaned up my characters a little bit before we head on, because I have no idea what I'm going to run into. So, all right, we were at the sick bay, so I don't really need to use the galley. I guess we'll go to... Well, going to the quarters and the bridge are both going to get me 3. And I've got, I think, 3 things here that I can recover from. So there we go. Get to draw a card. All right. What's interesting is I'm not really sure whether I can do this, but I'm going to instantly, before I have to discard a card out of my hand, instantly pay to slot this. That may not be legal. I'm not really sure. That keeps me from having to put, some 2s and 1s back into the deck, even though I just shuffled it. So probably not going to come up. But Laurent now is definitely our savvy man. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in savvy. All right. I need to do an event. Liopleurodon. A shadow darkens the water below the ship. Outrun the creature, craft 6, or attack the creature, strength 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Both are at 4, so craft 6 is probably the way to go. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could use the meat. Yeah, let's go strength 7 here. Just, you never know when meat would come in handy. So I need a 3 or better. And there is exactly what I needed, a 3. So we get to gain a meat out of this. And we are done with that. All right, so we're going to start here with R64. Again, we're looking for, not totems necessarily, but artifacts, I believe, or something like that. So, okay. A pair of wild canines with spotted fur, color of a sandstorm, sit atop a broken stone slab half buried in the sand. Their faces are flat, like a human's, and each of them wears a mask. One depicts an exaggerated form, and the other a grotesque smile. We are the crying death and the laughing death, says the beast with a frown. His voice like the low rumble of an earthquake. You must attempt to impress one of us if you want even a chance to escape. My brother is fond of poetry and I like jokes, says the laughing death. His voice the bright crash of lightning. Audrey asks nervously, why don't we just leave quietly without any bother? Oh no, you must choose one of us. Crying or laughing, that's your choice, but it's death either way. There's no avoiding that, not forever. A shrill barking laugh echoes through the ruins. Okay, so we can either recite poetry or tell a joke, both of which require a test of 12, which is pretty intense. But one of them's savvy, and we just built up Laurent's to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, getting us somewhere. I have 2 cards I can discard here, but I also just recently gained the Wayfarer's gear and a Defree here can get us a lot. So I think we're going to be okay. I think we'll just spend Laurent to go there. And so he's at 5. We need to get to 12. So obviously we're not going to get to 7, but let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we're at 10. So I can simply spend this here. They're exactly the same to get to the 12 I needed. All right, so I can save these. And let's see. Turn to 64.2. Okay, as you recite your poetry to the crying death, you begin to hear the sounds of gentle weeping. I have not been so moved in centuries, he says. We grow bored and lonely here since the gods abandon us alone in this place. Please, for your company and your beautiful poetry, take this reward, and we will not make you our lunch. Well, that's good. Gain 2 XP, adventure card 117, which is a totem, Stone of Worldly Sorrows. That's awesome. And gain quest 200. All right, well, that was unexpected. That is our 7th thing. So hold on, we got some bookkeeping to do here. 2 XP, 1, 2, adventure card 117. This goes away. Okay. Here's adventure card 117, Stone of Worldly Sorrows. Draw the top 6 ability cards, discard 2 of them, shuffle the rest, and return them to the top of the deck. Interesting. Discard 2 of them. Okay. So this is similar to our cargo bay, except we're not actually keeping any of them. We're just kind of getting out the 1s and the 2s. This is not that bad to use when you've got important stuff happening. But more importantly here is that we, I believe, just retrieved our 7th totem. So stone, right? Stone of Worldly Sorrows. Stone of Worldly Sorrows. Okay. Boom. And so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can check this off now. And we can find quest 169 and 170 along with 200. 169, 170, and 200. So here's 200. This was part of... Okay, so that's going to keep us from being able to come back to them. 169 and 170 now. All right. Expert port rules. Look at this. Option rules are the start of a new campaign, so I don't feel so bad including the cargo bay here. You may choose to play with this variant instead of the standard port. Use the expert port. Each time you visit the port, first gain 1 green token for free. The inn restores only 1 health per crew member. Okay, hold on. This is interesting. Instead of 2, but costs only 3 coins to use. You may now pay a set of exactly 2 artifacts at port to gain 3 XP and 3 coins. This is all very interesting. If you play with this variant for the entire campaign, add 15 points to your endgame score. Okay, so you could still pay 1 coin to heal up an entire person. The inn is slightly cheaper, but slightly not as effective. You get a grain for free. You can also purchase XP with artifacts and then spend that XP. So this is neat. Okay, so I can't use this until the new campaign. That's fine. We'll put Laughing in with our other cards over here. And let's see, that was all my first... Yeah, return to the ship. Okay, first action. So now we need to do some traveling. I only want to go 1 space to travel up into here, so we will just do exactly that. All right, so that was my second action. So now I need to, I guess, focus on some healing. So let's go here. And I will draw this. Discard this equipped card to give your crew member +1. Which might not be that bad. Although, okay, Captain Sophia only has 1 thing. Is there anyone else? Audrey's got 2. Raphael's got 2. Twin daggers. Or the rapier? No. Okay. All right. So what do I not want to go back in? It doesn't matter. We don't need that one. Okay. I'll take 3 command. 1, 2, 3. And heal somebody 2, 2, 2. I kind of like you being at 3 to start a battle with. So, sure. No, we'll do Kanan. Okay. All right. We need to do an event. A huge Kryven swoops down upon the ship. Fight it off strength 8 or outrun it craft 9. You must move the ship 1 distance. I don't want to actually move the ship 1 distance. So I'm going to fight it off with a strength 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 4 or better here. And I only got a 2. I don't have anything that adds strength, unfortunately. Ugh. Okay. All right, so we pretty much just failed that. I don't want to discard any cards. I could get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get to 7, but I can't get to 8. So we are going to take 3, -3 health. I guess we'll give 1 to Raphael here since he was participating. 1 to Kanan and 1 to Gregory over here. Okay. And then 3 ship damage. So 1, 2, 3 here. All right, so 1 goes to the hull. I get to choose that one. So the galley takes 1, the deck takes 1, and then I guess we'll put the quarters as 1. Okay. All right. So somebody finally got us. I definitely need to do some cooking here. Let's see. I am going to use the Alzarian cookbook to make vegetable pie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. So I need to spend a command. And I can make this only using 1 grain and 2 vegetables. All right. As anytime I cook a recipe, I restore an additional health, so I'm removing 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fatigue, and 7 health. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just say 6 and 7. Okay. All right. So that was good. I I gotta put that down here. I'm also going to repair one of my damage here. Let's repair the galley. All right, that looks good. Okay. All right, so we're already here. We did our event. Yeah, so we can do some exploring. So let's start with R94, I guess. All right. Half of the small island is covered by a massive archaeological dig site. Old rope ladders lead deep into the earth. The place seems largely abandoned. A sign near the dock reads, "Site closed due to lack of funds. Please return any artifacts you find to the Scholars' Camp. Together we can discover the past." Okay. So I can either dig deep or I can dig near the surface. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I would need a 5 or a 3 to be able to get up there. Well, let's dig deep. Let's go for it. Okay. So I need to fatigue Audrey here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 5 or better. Have some ways that I can flip some stuff. Do I want to see? Nobody else really has the craft except Laurent, and I guess Captain Sophia Odessa up there. That's only getting me one more. So let's risk it. Let's see what we get here. All right, and that is not it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was going for the 9. I don't have anything I can discard. Let me see if I've got equipment here. I don't think I do. No equipment to use. Wayfarer's gear. Fail. Alright, so let's spend a command on our starting equipment gear to redraw this fate and see if we can't get it there. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we dig down deep, 94.2. As you dig, you break through into a small chamber with constructed stone walls. It's clearly the remains of an ancient building. You take turns lowering yourselves into the chamber. Raphael, one of the first ones down, strikes a match to get a better look at the surroundings. "Hey, Captain, I don't think we're alone in here." Oh, boy. Combat with 15, 17, 18, and 87. Holy crap. Okay. So, that's a lot. Hopefully they're not too intense. 43, 44, 45. Let me put these back first. Alright, 87 is going to go right here. Ooh, the masked ghoul. That's creepy. And then 15. You skip 16 for some reason. 17 and 18. All right. Okay, so none of these guys are too bad. The masked ghoul, though, definitely could use some of Raphael's ability here. So, all right. Let's think about this. Okay, so I am starting battle, so I get to actually gain 4 command, but there's only 3 to gain, so that's fine. Technically, this should have been there, I believe. So I'm going to claim that as my 4th. Okay, so I think we're going to start with Raphael here. He will be attacking for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, he's already going. We're going to attack this guy, so he definitely hit, and that's a 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Spend one here for 5. And spend one here. So I'm going to have to take one for 6. Do I have anything else that can help me out here? I don't think so. But I'm already doing pretty beastly amount of damage here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could spend 2 more to get to 7. So let me just start with 6 here and see if I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start with this guy. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I would need 8 to get to there. Unfortunately, I can't go diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just do that. Yeah, okay. No, just 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, so this guy's hitting for 1. I do have 1 block, so nothing comes back at me. And I did cover up a synergy, so I'm going to give... Who wants to go next? I think Captain Sophia Odessa is going to go next with her rifle. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we want these 4 hitting ones here. Okay. So, Captain Sophia Odessa is going to attack with her revolver for 2, so she needs a 3 or better. And there is another 6, so she's definitely hitting for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think just she's going to take out this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty simple. No attack back. And that guy's gone. Okay, so we need to put a command token on her. And we covered up a synergy, so who wants to go next? Probably another 4 persons, so let's... Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to be able to take these guys out pretty well here. Except for the masked ghoul. 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have anybody else that can give me an attack here. So what maybe I need to save is Audrey. Yeah, okay. Audrey can get us there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but I need to get to 3 over here. All right. So maybe we should take the masked ghoul out right now. So this doesn't even matter. I don't even know who to give this to. Who's also hitting for 4? No, just 3. Almost a guaranteed hit for 3. Right here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So she's hitting for 5. We're going to attack the masked ghoul, so she just needs a 2. She's got it. And so she's hitting 2. I need to put a command here to make it 3, but that's all I need to cover that up and take out the masked ghoul. So he is not going to hit back. Yeah, I did not synergize, but that's okay. All right. So, and I needed to give her a token. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's not worth it. Okay, so let's come back to Audrey then here, and she is going to attack with her Mythen Axe. She will, I guess, go after this guy. And she will, she needs a 4. There's 3, but I've got some stuff I can add here. I can add to that with Azure Ring of Sprinting. So that's going to give me my 1. And she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Pretty straightforward. That'll take this guy out with no retaliation. All right, and that was the last one. I'm not going to worry about this one guy attacking for 1. I honestly can... Yeah, I'm not even that worried about it. I will take 1 damage on somebody here. There you go, Marco. And then I just need to hit for 4 again. He's going to be doing 1, 2, 3... That's not going to get me there. So I guess with the revolver over here, yeah. This Captain Sophia Odessa is going to go first. And, oh no, wait. She's got this. She could have given this to somebody. So I think if we give it to here, he's already hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's exactly what we need. So he doesn't even need to flip over a card. It is, however, a 6, which means he's actually going to hit for 5, easily clearing that out. So I just about could have done it all in one fell swoop there. But very minimal damage taken. So yeah, that was a good round there. Good round of fighting. All right, so let's bring these guys all back. Okay. I know I did have to do that. All right. Okay, I'm just going to put those up there for right now. Where were we? R94. With the skeletons dead, once again, you're free to search the chamber for anything of value. Gain 6 coins, 1 materials, 1 artifact. One materials, 1 artifact. Do I have any left to claim? 1 materials, 1 artifact, and 3 XP. Okay, so my XP is kind of jumping up right now. 3 XP. 1, 2, 3. So we definitely want to go to port here before possibly our final battle. All right, so that was the first action. Our second action is going to be to go to R7. R7. A bustling marketplace stands at the edge of grand ruins. I don't see a marketplace there. I don't see anything. The stalls look temporary, loosely constructed out of driftwood and pieces of stone recovered from the ruins. You can see no houses or even tents nearby. Clearly no one stays here for long. A woman with a crooked smile rushes up to you. Welcome to the blind market. We trade artifact for artifact, without any of those stuffy scholars and their academic ethics to get in the way. Today's featured item is a tablet containing a lost fragment of the famous epic poem, the Ra Toldana, which I think is what we're looking for. All right. It's going for a great 2-for-1 deal. Any 2 of your artifacts for 1 fragment. At that great price, you're practically stealing from me. Oh, if you're feeling lucky, you can trade 1 artifact for 1 random item from our stock. Okay, so I definitely want the tablet. So let's see here. That was R7. What'll it be? And remember, no names, no paperwork. The woman winks. Privacy is our watchword here at the blind market. So I want pay 2 artifacts. Yes, I definitely want to pay my 2 artifacts. I don't have the keyword epic, so 47.1. The woman with the crooked smile claps her hands. Excellent. I'm sure we agree that this is a fantastic deal for all involved. Please remember, all trades are final. Gain 1 XP, adventure card 129, and quest 194. So even more XP. It's just flooding in. All right, and then return to the ship. So 1 XP, adventure card 129. All right, so this is, I believe, one of the things we need. Portion, a fragment of something. And quest 194. All right, epic, which just means we can't go back there. Okay. All right, so this is, I guess, a piece of equipment that I'm supposed to keep with me. All right, but it doesn't have any actions I can take. All right. And so that was our second action of the day. I will go ahead and spend 1 on my totem to travel distance, and let's go. I don't know, let's go here first. Travel 1 distance. Things are getting crowded down here again. All right. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? I guess I need to clean off my cards so I can get some stuff. So, boom, 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 boom. Anybody else? You had 1 on you. All right. So, kick those back. Return 3. Gain a card. Oh, I should have removed fatigue. 5, full steam ahead. That's nice, but I don't need it anymore. I've slotted my 2 craft symbols. Okay, so we're going to put the 5 back into the deck, I guess. Yeah. All right. So we did everything there is to do on the bridge. Let us explore R14. The opening of a cave, dark and damp, beckons you in. Oh, hold on. Need to do an event. 3 more days. Blood Moon. As a crimson moon rises, a wave of madness spreads. Withstand the madness, savvy 9. -3 health and gain 2 madness. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a 4 or better. And there's a 4. Perfect. Look at that. All right, so nothing happens. All right, now we can get on with R14. It's strange, says Kanan. I can't tell you why, but I feel certain there's something inside there that wants to be found. I can almost hear it coming out. Enter the cave. Unavailable if keyword poem. Okay. Or build some lobster traps. No, we're going in. All right. R14.2. You stumble through the cave, blinded by an intense darkness. Raphael lights a torch, but somehow the fire burns without illuminating anything around it. Something is swallowing the light. Still, you can see the fire itself, and that keeps your group from becoming separated. You walk carefully, hand on the wall, to keep you steady. I think there's a fork here, says Marco, slightly ahead of you. I can feel 2 separate tunnels. All right, try to feel your way. Try to feel which way the call is coming from. Perception 7. Okay, or choose at random. I definitely don't want to choose at random. So, Perception 7, we have, that's pretty easy. So that's 1, 2, ooh, this should come off. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I need a 4 better, but I've got things that I can mitigate. And there's a 5, so I don't even need it. Turn to 106. Way in the back here. 106. All right. The tunnel widens and the supernatural darkness dissipates. The alcove is full of smashed pottery and clay tablets containing fragments of writing in a language you don't recognize. With a faint whisper, one tablet draws you closer. The whispering stops when you pick it up. Okay, that's it. I gained another fragment. This is awesome. Gained 2 coins, 1 XP. 2 coins, 1 XP. 1 more XP. Adventure card 130 and quest 195. That's probably poem. Adventure card 130. Alright, so it's another fragment. And quest 195 is, I'm going to guess, the keyword poem. Yes. Alright. Alright, so let's think about this. I have 3 turns left, and I definitely want to be able to be here on my 3rd turn. So I also want to be able to stop at the port here. So I can travel now and get to here, and then I'll take 1 more turn. Do a port action, possibly a market action. So do a port action, travel, and then do a port action. Although I could travel for free right now. So if I travel for free, port, and then travel here to here. Alright, but if I backtrack, I can go 1. Alright. Yeah, I've got a decent amount of money here. Okay. So I think I do want to take a market action. Alright. So I'm going to travel for free here. This was my first turn. So I've traveled now, and now I can take my port action. So just as a reminder here, I'm going to pay the 4 money to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to allow all of these to come off. And then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. I feel like that was a very effective use of my money. I will heal up this on my ship. Also, I don't really use this for anything else, so we'll also heal this up. Our ship is in good shape. I don't feel like, I think Raphael's okay with 2. It's actually helpful when he has a little damage on him. So now I need to look at my XP. So, was there anything here that was worth? I got a lot. So, this one's handy. So is this one that would bring Canaan up to 3? This one also would be helpful. Ooh, this one. Once per challenge, Mac can take 1 damage to redraw fate. This is another good one. This is another good one. Okay, so those are probably the best options right there that I've got. Let's see how much XP I got to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 XP. So, I definitely like this. That's 7. So I've got 9 left. I kind of like this one, and then I guess this one. Yeah. All right. So 4 and 4. I actually have 1 XP left. Where was the one I definitely bought? Over here. So yeah, we're just gonna leave you like that. Okay. Alrighty. Boom. So I need to cross through all but one of my XP. Okay. And we are done with our port action, so that I believe is the end of this turn. So let's go here. This is going to allow me to recover both of these. Draw a card, a 2 rapid strike. Trying to think, where are my cards? I have, oh boy. Yeah, we'll put one of these back. So now I've got 3 things I can use. And I get 3 command. All right. So I want to travel as 1. So I only needed to travel 1. I need to do a cunning test. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot fail this test. So boom. We passed that. I need to fatigue Captain Sophia Dessa, but she can take 3 now. And now I want to take a market action as my second thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, an Alzerian Trident, not bad. I feel like my weapons are okay. I have Wisdom, Scoundrel's Gear, Lucran Fishing Pole. This one, probably definitely gonna take. Another recipe I don't really need. I don't really need that, even though it's nice. Or Zakmir Harpoon. I feel like I use pretty much the same people. If it was another one that hits for 4, but hit better than the axe, I would take it. So 1, 2, 3. I can take all of these, which are all very handy for the double bonuses. I feel like are more effective at this point. So, all right. So I'll get 1 back, and these 3 are all coming to me. All right. Okay. All right. So that was... Oh, I forgot to do my event. All right. Unexplained leak. The lower decks are filling up with water. Ongoing. When you travel, take 1 ship damage. Okay. You may perform a Craft 7 challenge. If you succeed, discard this card. Okay, well, I'm not too concerned about that because I have no ship damage. All right. So that was my 2 actions, I believe. So let's go here. I can clear off just the 1 that I spent. Gain 3 back. And grab a card. I don't need this, I don't think, so we'll put that back. Okay. So I can now spend 1 back on my Stone of Squids to travel 1. All right. R83. Yeah, let's do that since I have 2 actions. Wait, I need to do my event first. Crew Brawl. A fight breaks out among the crew. Stop the fight, cunning 7, or let the crew members sort it out. -1 health. Skip the next ship action. Almost feel like just letting him do it. Yeah, -1 health. Sure. There we go. Skip the next ship action. So So we'll leave this up here. I did travel, so I need to take 1 ship damage on 4, which is the galley. Okay, there we go. And I can go ahead and spend this to repair that immediately. And I think we're good. All right, so let's do R83 first. I don't think we've done that one. A crowd stands amongst the swirling sands. The group is varied with people from all across the wandering sea. No two of them look alike, and yet they move in unison, making all the same gestures at the same time. When they speak, it's with a layered voice, the whole group speaking at once. Okay. We are the Singularity, the true acolytes of Yuval. Unlike the Western heretics, we seek to emulate Yuval. Wait, didn't we already do this one? What was 93? Did I read the wrong thing earlier? No. This is like the same thing. We are the multiplicity. Okay, we are the singularity. Oh, okay. We are the singularity, the true acolytes of Yuval. Unlike the Western heretics, we seek to emulate Yuval, him of many forms, one mind, by joining our wills. From the many we become one. What is it you seek? All right, challenge their claims. Trade with the singularity. Return their lost item. I don't have the keyword bottle, so I'm going to challenge their claims just like I did last time. So, whoops. Savvy 9. All right, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Got it. Okay, so 83.1. You ask the singularity for details about their order and their way of life, gradually turning to more and more specific topics. Finally, when you ask what they usually eat for breakfast, one of the members of the singularity, a young man, near the front of the group, slips up, beginning to speak just behind the others. The group notices this, and suddenly their unison is entirely broken. They all start to move and speak at odds with each other. An older man lightly smacks the young man in the head. "Curse it, Jax, I told you to memorize the script better." Jack mumbles, "Sorry, Vuma." Vumu sighs and addresses you. "Fine, you caught us. We're still working on the whole joining our minds thing. In the meantime, we perform a sort of unison instead, memorizing scripts to speak together. But if we perform unison well enough, then eventually our minds will genuinely join as one. We're sure of it. We just have to get it right. Please don't tell anyone about this. We'll pay you to keep quiet." All right, so this is literally almost identical to what happened on the other side of the island there. So they're paying me 3 coins. I'll do this and 1 XP, which I don't know if I'm going to have time to use. So, all right. All right, so let's do this. R5. We're going for it. Hopefully we've got everything we need. If not, if this isn't it, then to R54 it is. If I could just turn a single page, that would be helpful. Okay, if keyword witness, which we have, perfect. Turn to R45-2. Oh my god, I was just there. R45-2. Okay. Adifri stares in awe at the valley of sand and crumbling stone. This was once the great city of Seos, before the gods destroyed it. It was here that Ratold faced Valard in battle. She closes her eyes for a long while, concentrating, then pulls out Life's Bell and several stone tablets. The bell should allow us to combine the chronicled energies of the Ratoldana with the primary source energies of Seos in order to summon a shade of the actual events of history. No one has attempted anything like this before, so I can't predict how solid the shades will be. But I know that the remaining energies are only strong enough for one attempt. So we'll need to get this right. She turns to you. Should we move to the first location, or do you need more time to prepare? No, let's do it. We're ready. All right. Adefri leads you to a spot just outside of the city, where the remains of a stone gate rise out of the sand. She takes out a small tablet and places it beneath the gate. This fragment tells of the moment when Ratold and Vallard first saw each other. She holds the bell over the tablet and rings it. With each reverberation, the city around you reforms and solidifies until you're standing just outside the city gates on a dark night, but you can still see the sun in the sky, almost as if it's behind the new night. The city walls are standing again, the gates thrown open. Shadowy figures, hundreds of them, thousands, scurry around you, running. Two figures, a bit more solid, stand just inside the gate. One looks like a warrior with curly hair. He carries a shield and a sword, with a spear strapped to his back. Ratold, says Edifri, pointing, and the older man by his side must be Argent, the mayor of Seos. Argent speaks. You warned us well and safe. Our people flee. Ratold places a hand on his shoulder and responds, Go now and leave the Mythin threat to me. Edifri frantically scribbles in a notebook. Absolutely fascinating. The shades speak in poetry. That may be the effect of using the Ratoldana as an energy source, which means the events we're witnessing are likely less literal than I had hoped, but this can still yield useful information if my timing is right. Vallard should be entering the scene now. A tall man in red armor carrying a curved sword and a long spear appears from inside the gate. The shade of Argent flees while Ratold locks eyes with Vallard, taking a battle stance. Vallard charges, and as their swords clash, Ratold's weapon is sent flying out of his hand, clattering to the ground out of reach. Instead of going after the sword, Ratold pulls out the spear from behind his back, going on the attack and driving Vallard back the way he came. At that, the image of the past dissolves, and you stand once again in the present, the ruined gate standing above you. Edifri continues to write. We should move to the next site as soon as possible, but someone might want to look for that sword. The city was abandoned entirely after this battle. Who knows? It might still be there. Okay. Do we look for the sword? Yes. Okay. So, right, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Epic. So we can continue on, but let's look for the sword. I want to do that. 45-4. You search through the rubble. It's exhausting work, and it's hard to believe something so important would have been left here for so many years. Then Kanan calls to you. I found it, he says triumphantly, raising the weapon. The sword is ancient and tarnished, but it's clearly the same sword from the vision. Raphael whistles. Maybe this whole thing isn't a waste of time after all. Okay, so just like that, I get to gain adventure card 27. No, 127. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ratold's lost sword. Tell Edifri about the tablet you found. Requires the keyword epic. Okay, yes, we have the keyword epic. So we will go to 45-5. Oh, this is brilliant, says Edifri. This fragment tells of a mid-battle conversation between Vallard and Ratold. I think I can tell where it took place as well. Edifri leads you to what once must have been a major thoroughfare. Beneath your feet is a large cobblestone circle, an intricate pattern in different shades of blue, cracked in multiple places. When she rings the bell again, the city rebuilds itself around you, and the shades of Vallard and Ratold appear on opposite sides of a mosaic, now uncracked. Vallard, flanked by Mythin soldiers, is the first to speak. He points at the pattern at their feet. These people, blasphemes all, defied the gods, and stole our totem stones for pretty art. On symbols of divine they, thoughtless, trod, trampling o'er it all with foot and cart. You must see how they earned this fate, this hour, yet alone you'd stand against my power? Ratold, without hesitation, responds, People must defy what they do not choose, and God's totems are fit for naught but roads. Did Orphash send his sons, afraid you'd lose an army to defend a gutless toad? Cast aside your helpers, cease to cover, fight me fair, and see your own strength sour. Vallard lets out an angry roar with a gesture sends his Mythen guards away. Then once again the vision fades. Alright, search for totems in the cracked mosaic, a savvy 8. Yes, we are going to search for totems. So I need to spend Laurent here, but he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a 3 or better. I only got that, but that's fine. I've got things like Wayfarer's gear, that I can put command on. Boom. So easily got there. Okay, Savvy 45-7. Studying the mosaic carefully, you begin to see a sort of puzzle within the pattern, pointing you towards a spot outside of the pattern entirely. Eventually, you do find a totem, not as part of the damaged road, but as part of the remains of a nearby wall. It seems Vallard was partially wrong, says Adifri, writing down the location. The people of Seos were using totems in their architecture, but they weren't stepping on them. Gain adventure card 115, Totem Stone of the Lost. Perfect. Okay, another way to reflip fate. That's beautiful. Okay. And then continue on to 145-6. You follow Adifri up a set of stairs and over a collapsed column into a wide square platform of polished stone. This was a temple once, says Adifri, placing another tablet on the ground. This is where Ratold won the battle, famously cutting off Vallard's toes. Hold on. She rings the bell. This time something is different. The world around you doesn't change. The temple doesn't reform around you, but the shade of Vallard does appear in the center of the platform. He looks more solid than before, more present. Adifri curses. Something's gone wrong. I think this vision might be a bit more tangible than the others. Oh dear. I think he has spotted us. Okay. So we need to do a combat now. 79 and 80. Shade of Vallard. Boom and boom. Okay, right and left side. 7 and 5. Okay. So I've got my sword here. Who do I want to slot this to? Probably Kasumi or Kanan. No, let's go with Kasumi here. All right. So Kasumi's got Ratold's sword. I am nice and beefy now. Okay, so who's gonna go first? What's Kasumi give us? +1 hit. That would be nice. Okay. So Kasumi is gonna go first. She is gonna go with Ratold's sword here. She is gonna attack the left side for 2, and 4 is 6. So she's got it. So she's hitting for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to actually spend this. Ooh, I started a battle, so I should get some command. I want to do that to get to 5, so that I can go 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is blocking 1. I will. It's hitting for 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to add this in for 4 total. So she has to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. But she. Yes, she did. Okay. So she can give this to. Let's go up here to Captain Sophia Odessa. Maybe? Yeah, I think that'll be helpful. All right, so Captain Sophia Odessa is going to attack with the revolver. She will... Actually, she's going to go after the right side here. Okay, so she's hitting on a 2. Plus 3 is 5. Hold on. Got things we can use here. Lucran Goggles for 2 more. So that gets us to 7. All right, so she's hitting for 4. 5. So we're spending this. And let's also spend this. So she's going to take 1 here. And I have to put 1 up here. So she's hitting for 6. All right. So she can go boom, boom, boom. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, so he's hitting back for 7. She's blocking for 2 there. So it's taking it down to 5. And let's take it down even further with this one. So it's down to 3. All right, she's got 6 health, so she's still okay. We had to put a thing on her. She did cover up a thing. So we are going to go with Raphael next. All right, he is going to go with Death Spell, obviously on the left side here, so he basically can't fail. Perfect. So he's got 1 there, 2, 3. I can put it diagonally, so I'm going to spend 2 here to make it 4. All right, not quite as much as I would have liked. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can add here. I'm out of stuff to add hits. So, yeah, and nobody else can pass me a hit, so. Okay, so we're just gonna go 3, 4 right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, but I can place it diagonally, so I'm spending that. I'm not putting out anything there, but he is gone. All right. So now what I need is another 4. So I think we're actually going to go back to Kasumi here. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. Yeah. Kasumi or Captain Sophia Odessa, either one. Okay. Yeah, they're both about the same, but I want to end it with Ratold's Lost Sword. So she needs a 5 or better, and there it is. Perfecto. Okay, so she is hitting for 4. 1, 2. I can actually go here, 3 and 4. He cannot return favor, and we are done. Okay, so let me get all that. Actually, I'm just going to leave this up here until I continue reading. Where were we? All right. The Shade of Valard, defeated, falls to his knees. You fought me to a standstill, trading blows. I struck and struck again, but could not kill. Though mortal, you cut off 2 godly toes, and wounded, I no longer have the will. Your people all have fled. You've won the day. Be gone. But know that for these wounds you'll pay. The Shade of Valard disappears, but as he fades away, you hear a stone clatter to the ground beneath him. Ooh, gain Totem Stone of Vengeance. All right. So, 114. Oh, there's another one that we're looking for. Stone 14, tell Adifri about the final tablet, which we have is Poem. Okay, so let's bring this back. So we go to 4510. Man, this is a long action. Adifri looks shocked when you hand her the tablet. I had no idea there was anything more to the story past the battle itself. She quickly scans the text. This is groundbreaking. Adifri immediately places the tablet on the ground and rings the bell. The temple reforms around you. The columns and walls are painted in bright shades of red and blue. Vallard sits in the center of the room on his knees, defeated, his feet bleeding. From behind the shade of Orphash approaches. He is massive, bull-headed man with an otherworldly fire burning between his horns. Orphash speaks. My friend and erstwhile rival, I have come to witness how you've raised this city great. Yet here I find you on the floor, so glum. You've seen defeat. I came, it seems, too late. How can it be, with all my Mithin's help, you failed to kill but one young mortal whelp? Vallard responds, I let the mortal taunt me. In my pride I sent away the help that you did send. But now I understand how turns the tide. The threat is real. The reign of gods will end. Weak mortals will cause gods to cry and yelp. They'll drown us, leave us dead amongst the kelp. Orphash asks, and how to stop this fate that you portend? Vallard replies, we let them win. Our power we'll suspend. But dying not, we'll sleep, and waking rule again. As the visions dissipates, you can see that Adifri has tears in her eyes. I'll gladly pay you all extra for allowing me to see this. Thank you so much. Gain 3 coins and 1 XP. Alright. And then go backwards. Adifri seems stunned by what you've seen. I'm at a loss for words, which doesn't happen often. I'm going to have to spend some time contemplating these events. But thank you all for coming with me on this journey. I would have been killed if you hadn't been here. You've easily earned your place in the acknowledgments section of my book. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I might stay here for a while and see if I can glean anything more from the ruins before I start compiling my research and writing in earnest. Thank you again for all you've done. Gain 5 coins, 2 XP, lose adventure card 28, which unfortunately is Adifri here. We're going to lose her. She was kind of helpful. Complete quest 192, which was witness. And that's it. So I need to give myself some XP. And I gained 2 totems there in the end. The Stone of Vengeance and the Stone of Lost. So now I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which means I can unlock quest 168 now. Alright, Deadly Combat optional rule. At the start of the new campaign, you may choose to play with this variant. Each combat randomly choose 1 enemy card. Tuck this card beneath the enemy card so that the icons below are showing. The enemy card has +2 damage and the regen 1 ability. You cannot cover these abilities with damage tokens. If you play with this card for the entire campaign, add 15 points to your end score. Oh. Oh, man. So this makes it harder. All right. So let me clean up some of this stuff and we will continue our story. Okay, so I cleaned things up a bit here. I actually was starting to go ahead and take my ship action so I could just clear off the cards. And remember that I have lost a ship action. So, that's fine. I did travel. I forgot about that. So I needed to take 1 ship damage. And 1 here. So that's not going anywhere. So I'll do that. And I'm about to travel again, I think. Either way. That was my 2 actions. That was an incredibly huge action there at R5. So I'm not really sure where to go. I think maybe we'll kind of steam down here. Just see what's on these other pages. But either way, I skipped the ship action. So we move straight to our final event here. And then we're going to get to the story finale. So, insect infestation. A colony of bulbous biting insects infests every dark corner of the ship. Ooh, turn end. Draw fate 4 plus. Okay, action. Perform a perception 6 challenge. If you succeed, discard this card. Okay. Alright, well, let's just draw fate. Because I was ready to end anyways. Alright, so I've got my new totem I can spend to redraw fate, and there we go, 4 plus. So I did not fail. Alright, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of an anticlimactic way to end, but that was pretty epic right there. So I don't feel so bad that it ended on a slightly different note. So let's get back out the big book of stories here, and we're going to go to F1. Finale. A figure materializes from the dust in the air, a short, plump woman with a nest of gray hair, though there's a transparent ghostliness to her. She wears an apple grin, and in her right hand she grips a tall bamboo fishing pole. It is the same woman you met when you first arrived in the Wandering Sea, the first person you talked to in this strange world on the rocky spire many weeks ago, the god Omlud. You've run out of time. The Heptacron wants to rule these seas, unchallenged by the gods. He's found you, and he's gathered enough strength to destroy you. It's now or never, so you'll need all the help you can get. Even if you fight him off this time, he'll return tomorrow, and the next day. He won't stop until he sinks your ship. She disappears. All right. Restore all crew member health. Remove all status tokens, including low morale. Remove all fatigue. Remove all command tokens from all adventure cards and crew boards. Then gain 7 command. And split them as desired among players. You may now... Okay. You may now also spend any unused experience points to buy level cards. Alright, hold on. Here, so I can actually clear off all of this stuff here on the bottom, and then I get to gain 7 command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but all of this is getting cleaned off. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I don't have any experience points to really spend on anything. I don't think it would help. Well, maybe. Hold on. There was a couple Kasumi ones because she's holding on to the sword now. Hold on. If Kasumi misses, 3 ability cards equipped. But that's 3. How many? Alright, I've got actually 5 XP, which is more than I thought. Hold on, +2 with the pistol. I can't afford that. This one. I think I may actually just take this one just because. Why not? I have a feeling I'm going to lose all this anyways, so. Okay. So I spent 4 of my 5 XP. Alright, something disturbs the quiet sea. A distant tectonic pounding rumbles the ship's interior, echoing through the corridors. Foam builds to starboard until waves erupt, and a giant creature emerges from the deep. Alright, so combat 46, 47, and 49. Level 26. Okay. Right? I mean, I'm supposed to be reading F1. Okay. All right, 46, 47, 49. Okay. So, another big combat here. 46, 47, and 49. Forty-six, 47, 49. All right. Hectocron hands, Hectocron tail. Are we seeing the head again? And the Hectocron head. All right. Ooh, boy. All right. Okay, who do we want to start with here? Nobody's flying. Can I get rid of anybody? The Hectocron head is hitting for a massive amount here at a 6+. The Hectocron hands. Gosh, okay. So death spell maybe? Start with the death spell. Yeah. I think we'll start here. All right. So Raphael's just needs a 1, so he's gonna get there. Let's bring this down a little closer. Yeah, and he got exactly 1. Okay, but that's fine. He was going for the hands here. So he's hitting for 1, 2, 3. I started a battle so I can gain these 2 as well. All right, I'm going to spend a lot here right off the bat. 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I haven't gotten to 5. All right. But I can still splash, so just 4. Yeah, I think we're gonna go this way with it. Boom and boom. Okay, so it's hitting me back for 6, 7, 8. So here's reducing that down to 5. All right. So I've got 1 health left. Okay. And then let's go with Captain Sophia Odessa next. Or Kasumi next. So let's go with Kasumi next. Okay. Okay, I did cover up this. So Kasumi's going to get 2 block, which is going to be helpful. All right, so with Vertold's Lost Sword, she is going to go after the Hectocron head here. So she needs a 4 or better. And there it is, exactly what we need. All right, so she's hitting for 4. All right, so I am going to go ahead and spend this to get her up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Yeah. Seems like a little bit of a waste, but okay, we'll get there. All right, so she's taking 5 damage. She's got 1 block, so she's taking 4 damage. So she's got 1 health left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, but she was blocking for 2. That's right. So we'll spend that. She did cover up a synergy, so she's going to get to pass out her +1 damage. Who do we want to give this to? Give it back to Raphael, I think. Yeah. Yes, because then I'm going to go over here to Mac Mara Johnson. All right, 2 ship damage, 2 ship damage, yeah. All right. Okay, so she is going to go after the Hecticron head, which is fine. I don't need to really spend anything else. Yeah, she just needs 1. She's going to get the 1. All right, there's 1 exactly. Perfect. And she is just going to go right here with her damage. 2. Now she's got a single block. Yeah. All right, so she's going to take 4 damage as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and so the last thing we're going to do here is come to Raphael. Just going to use this synergy token, right? Yeah, Mac wasn't giving out any synergy tokens. And he's going to attack the head, so he only needs a 1. And he got a 5, so perfect. He's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can make it 6 if we wanted to. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. I will definitely be putting 1 here. So that's going to kill off the head, which you would think would kill the guy. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've spent 1 now. So let's slide these over. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I did want to get to 6. So I have to spend command there. But since I attacked the head and this was all splash damage, this thing actually doesn't come after me. And then now what I want to do is... Yeah. I'm going to spend this Stone of Fitness here with 3 combat points to get this back and give it over to Kasumi here, who is going to attack. The tail. Okay. So she's going to attack the tail for 2, so she needs a 4 or better, and there is a 5. Okay, so she's hitting for 4, so she's going to be able to go 1, 2, 3, and splash this way onto this guy. Perfect. All right, so this is attacking for 4. She's blocking for 1 there. And I'm going to kind of throw everything 1, 2, 3, and the dog 4. So she blocked it all. All right. Okay, so now these things are going to attack, so I need to pass out 10 damage. Okay, so let's just do Greg and Marco are going to be knocked out. Okay, all right. And then 4 ship damage. So I guess I got to go through all these cards again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 2 at number 3. Ooh, so I can't go to the sick bay, and 1 at number 2 right here, or the deck. Okay, so I need to shuffle these cards up real quick. All right, but that was it. I don't see anything else I'm missing. All right, so I think we're doing all right. We are doing okay here. So, and Kasumi should be able to pass out a thing. So I think we're going to go right there with it. Or do I go over there with it? One, two, three. 4. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go over here with it. Okay. So, let's gather all these back up. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to start with Mac here. She is going to attack the hands. So she just needs to get 1. Oh, and there's that 6 we could have used. Okay, so, and she will spend this to make it 3, plus this will make it 4. So she is going to go boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's attacking her for 3. She's got 1 block there. I think I have used up all of my blocking capable. Nope. 1, 2, 3. And 4. So that's my last 2. All right, but she's still alive. All right. So, and she got to, did she put out a thing? No. No synergy for her. Oh boy. Okay, so I need to make sure I hit here. Okay, then we're going to go with Raphael here. He's hitting for 5 on this guy, so he can't miss. There's a 2, so he's getting 1, 2, 3. That's all I need, because I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, like that. I will defeat the hands, so they don't get to retaliate on me. All right. Then I've got 2 things left. So, let's see here. I did not cover up this like I needed to. Okay, so, gosh. All right, so that's a 6. I'm going to have Gregory over here take a shot. Okay, so he's attacking for 4, so he needs a 2 or better. All right. All right, so he's hitting for 3. So he's just going to hit this one right here, and it's hitting him back for 4, so it's going to knock him out. 1, and then we need to put 3 damage elsewhere. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I think we are going to come back to Raphael because he can do at least 3. He's not going to miss. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we were able to survive Hectocron. Alright, turn to F2. As a titanic monster sinks below the waves, the sky grows suddenly dark. The star patterns, alien and exotic, the horizon shifts, and a solitary stony island appears before the ship. Columns of white rock stand in a circle around a tower at the center of the island. It feels like an eerie and cursed place, though you know you can't avoid it. You can feel in your gut that this is the way home. This is where the gods sleep. If you have no totems, turn to F20. Otherwise, keep reading. Okay. You land and climb a cracked stairway that leads into the tower. Strangely, the air is stale, as if the sea wind cannot touch this place. What sand lies in clumps along the stairs, emitting an unearthly glow against the black sea and midnight sky. Inside, the tower is hollow. A borderless staircase runs up the wall's edges. As you start up the stairs, you hear a clatter of steps behind you. A ragtag group fills the doorway. Lucran soldiers, Zakmir hunters, archers, and warriors of Pan. A man takes off his crimson helmet, his withered, wrinkled eyes pleading. Stop! Don't wake the gods! They'll exact revenge upon these seas. Mac grips your arm, her frown cold and unmoving. Ignore them, we're so close now. The man in red armor drops his helmet on the chipped floor, advancing with trepidation, like a beggar. Stop now and give us the totems. We've been following you because word is spreading about your crew, that you had lasted longer than any other totem seekers, even fighting back the Hectocron. Hectocron, yeah. People are saying that you might succeed, and they were right, but it doesn't have to end this way. A Pan woman steps forward, her bioluminescent skin glowing in the darkness. My people were destroyed for defying the gods. Many have suffered under their wrath. Please, give this up. Stay here in our world. Run up the tower as quickly as you can. Tell them you plan to destroy the gods. Requires keyword frog, which I don't have. Lie to them and say you plan to destroy the gods, even though you cannot do so. That requires a cunning 12. Attack them, which I am not ready for. Give them the totems, or tell them you plan to turn the gods mortal. Requires adventure card 83, 87, and 90. I don't have any of those. Oh, gosh. All right. Do we run up the tower as quickly as you can, or do we give them the totems? Living here hasn't been so bad. All right. F12 it is. We are going to give them the totems and see what happens. F12. All right. In your heart, you've known it would come down to this moment. You can't bring yourself to condemn an entire world, even if it means going home. The totems are heavy as you gather them, and you feel a weight leave you as you hand your collection to the Pan woman. She thanks you solemnly, and others bow and meet you, quietly offering thanks and assuring you that you are welcome in the Wandering Sea. But it's all too much for Mac. Silent until this moment, she erupts at the crew. You can't. Not after all this time. I'm going home to see my sister, damn you. Mac jumps at the Pan woman before anyone can stop her and steals away with some of the totems, disappearing into the shadows of the tower. The crowd explodes with fury, scrambling after her, but even after hours of searching, no one can find her. You return to the Manticore, but it isn't long before the Hectocron trails you again, revived and out for revenge, bashing the ship's hull and scratching at it with mighty claws at every opportunity. He knows what you seek and who you are, and he'll never stop hunting. In a desperate move, you turn the ship full speed toward shore, beaching your beloved vessel to escape the monster. As the months go by, the crew members adjust to their fate. You make your way to Zakmir, the sanctuary city, a place where all those without a home must eventually seek refuge. Once there, one by one, the crew members bid farewell, seeking their own destinies. Gregory sits on the edge of a dock, sipping a cup of tea as the fleet of Zakmir fishing ships departs for the day's labor. It's so strange. It feels like this might actually be where I wanted to live all along. You sit next to him, swinging your legs over the calm turquoise water below. Sometimes we don't know what we really want until we can't choose, you say. I suspect in many ways I can live a life here that's just as fulfilling as it would have been back home. You fill your lungs, stretching your face up to the hazy sun. I think I finally stopped mourning my father. Gregory nods. Yes, what about the manticore? A slow smile spreads across your face. I don't think I'll ever be able to let that go. We would not have survived this without you, Captain, he says. Thank you. You place a hand on Gregory's shoulder and he climbs to his feet, strolling toward his new medical clinic down the road. Ending 1. The end. Instructions. Mark down the totems you found on this campaign on the achievement sheet. The sheet tells you which cards you unlock. Oh, so I guess I shouldn't have unlocked them yet. Use these in all future campaigns. Also mark down which ending you got and your final score. See the rulebook. You can now start a new campaign. Reset all cards and components in the game. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to bother with my score because I really don't care. You can look up in the rulebook and see if you can figure it out, but I really don't have much interest in that. So that was ending number 1. I guess I did cheat a little bit by having this out a little early, but that's okay. I only used it once. Anyways, thank all of you who have stuck with me through this adventure. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will be taking a little break from Sleeping Gods, but at some point or another, I'm going to dive back in because there is, at least half the map that I have not even seen yet, and a ton of totems I haven't explored. I want to find out what happens if I run up the tower as opposed to handing over my totems. So it's definitely exciting. What's interesting is there didn't seem to be a way of your ending depending on how many totems you had. So there doesn't seem to be any reason for me to remember where all the totems were and run back around and gather up as many as quickly as possible. I got a fair amount right here, actually. Anyways, I have already put out a review for this game, and so if you want to, you can go check that out already. I will be at some point down the road after I have let the dust settle and then come back to this world again, kind of giving my first ever second look at a game after I have played through a full campaign to see if it's what the replay value is and how it feels. So keep an eye out for that, but that's not going to be until down the road from now. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thank you for sticking with me through all of this. I hope you have a wonderful day.